Alright, so in this video today, I'm going to be speaking about Bol Bol and why, in my opinion, he's the future of the NBA. But before I get into my reasons why, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. So over the past couple of seasons, Bol Bol has been through a lot of, let's just say, BS. From the Denver Nuggets not playing him to injuries, then NBA media guys saying, oh, he's a bust, he's going to be out of the league soon, which is pretty uneducated to say because he never got a fair opportunity or fair chance to play. But you know what? Smart John Hammond in the Orlando Magic go, hey, let's give this 7'3" unicorn some minutes and see what he can do. Well, I guess they turn out to be geniuses. Not really, because I would have done that from time ago. But they were geniuses in the NBA world and are finally unlocking a beast in Bol Bol who could potentially be the future of the league, as my title says. Now, you might be like, okay, cool. Can you explain to me how is the future of the league? And I'm going to do that throughout the duration of this video. And there's going to be two reasons why. Bol Bol himself as a player and Bol Bol the prototype, and I'm going to expand on both of these theories in a minute. I'm saying theories like this is a science lesson. Both of these opinions in a minute, but let's talk about Bol's season production. So far, Bol Bol in the season has been very impressive. He's averaged 12.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.1 assists, and 1.7 blocks a game. And that 1.7 blocks a game is so impressive because he's in the top 7 in BPG already, which is nuts because the guys above him get so many more minutes. But it just shows his type of defensive potential and his shot blocking and interior presence. Now, he's had career highs in basically every single category, which is expected because he's finally getting legit minutes, so of course they're going to be career highs. And as a whole, he's been a revelation for the Magic, and I don't know how good he's going to be in a couple of years. It's actually very scary, but I can guarantee one thing right now. We ain't seen no one like Bol Bol before. I'm going to tell you that now. So his efficiency numbers have been very, I can't even say interesting. They've been damn near impressive. Like, he shot 60% from the field basically and 40% from three. And the 1.8 attempts per game, you might be like, I guess the 40% isn't as justified because only 2 attempts per game basically. But in my opinion, that's more of a positive than a negative. Because if you remember before, a lot of Bol Bol's question marks were his shot selection. Was he going to be taking way too many jump shots? Was he going to settle too much? But I feel like he's grown so much as a player in the years which he hasn't played and been watching maybe Jokic, for example, and been more selective now he's playing of the shots he takes. So if you look at his shot chart over here, from less than 8 feet from less than 8 feet from the basket, Bol Bol is shooting 75.9%, which for all you haters out there who are going to be like, oh, he's tall, he should be doing that anyway. Okay, cool, he should have high numbers, but 76% is pretty insane. Like, most of you guys can't make a wide open layup, but yeah, his touch around the rim is insane for someone of that height. He shoots 82.1% in the restricted area and 53% from shots in the paint. From non-restricted area shots in the paint. And most impressive of all, Bol is shooting 39.1% on all jump shots, which is ridiculous for someone who, I remind you, is 7'3". Now, if you look at his shot chart here, it just shows how diverse and how big Bol's bag is because you have so much green inside the paint because he doesn't miss off and right underneath the paint, I'll tell you that now. But also, his shots from the mid-range, which needs to come along a bit more, but he's getting there. His shots from beyond the arc, he can really shoot from all 3 levels. And what's scary is that he can get to these points by himself. Like, you don't have to spoon feed him all the time. He can genuinely pull up in your face and hit a 3. He can drive to the rim. He can take a pull up midi, which is just unheard of for someone at his height. But that leads me on to the title of this video. Why is Bol Bol the future of the league? So what should I start off with? Let's talk about Bol Bol the prototype. Now, what do I mean by that? Bol is really the first guy we've seen at that kind of height, 7'3", that can dribble, can shoot, can create his own shot. It's unheard of. And before you say, oh, KD, obviously I'm not saying Bol Bol is going to be anywhere as good as KD, but Bol has around 4 inches on KD height-wise. Pause. Don't even try that. He has around 4 inches of KD on KD, and he's actually much taller and he's more of an actual center. Even though he's skinny, the guy's 7'3", or maybe even 7'4", who knows? And he has the abilities of a guard. Like, we've never seen this before. And just in this upcoming draft, you've got someone like Victor Wembanyama, who's off that same prototype. He's 7'3" to 5". I don't know how tall that guy is, but he can dribble, shoot, create his own shot. And trust me, this isn't the end of this type of player. You're going to see a whole new wave of guys who are that big and have the skill set of these guys. Maybe not as good, but I feel like Bol and Victor are slowly changing the trajectory of the NBA, and you're going to see a lot of guys with that kind of skill. That's what I mean by Bol is the future of the league when it comes to his prototype and the type of player that NBA scouts are going to be looking for. Now, Bol Bol as the player, I definitely feel like is going to be one of the future faces of the league, because not only is he a type of player we've not seen before, he has immense talent. That if you look at Bol Bol's areas to improve on, there's not really a glaring weakness. It's just areas that he can become elite in. As in, he can become an elite finisher around the rim. What I mean by that, I'm talking about he can get by a defender and finish at the rim. He can do that now, but he can become much better at that. Bol Bol can also develop a better back to the basket game, which may come with putting on more weight. He can also become a better shooter, but he's already a good shooter now. You don't really see guys at that height with such a pure touch. So the thing about Bol is that his ceiling's ridiculous, and I can only imagine how good he'll be in 2 to 3 years alongside that Magic team, becoming a potential contender in the East in a couple years time. Who knows? But I definitely feel like Bol was a raw talent and still is now, but without even properly being cooked, he's still this good and he's already cooking guys around the league. So if our opposing teams, I'd only pray that Bol Bol don't develop the way that he should, not in that way, but I'm saying, because if he does develop in that way, guys are honestly gonna be finished, because Bol Bol is him and he is that guy. Now, that comes... What am I talking about? That is the end of this video. And yeah, I did stutter a lot and trip over my words, but you know what? Yeah, it's time to grow. So let me know in the comment section down below what you enjoyed about this video, whether you disagree or agree, and where I could have improved. Could I have elaborated on certain points more? I'd love to know, because at the end of the day, I say that too much as well. But overall, your feedback helps me, and I hope to help you with my content. You know, I'm trying to say it's kind of like a mutual exchange. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Tune in for more videos in the future and stay blessed, and I'm out. Peace.